Getting ready for her historic inauguration Monday as Louisiana's first African-American woman to be elected sheriff, Susan Hutson says she's eager to get started.
Yeah, it's been a long 5 months since Hutson defeated 17-year incumbent Marlon Gusman and what many political experts say was a major upset.
And now she's getting ready to take over a jail under a federal consent decree, one with history as one of the most troubled jails in America. Hutson sat down with investigative reporter Mike Perlstein for an exclusive interview.
Incumbent sheriffs in Louisiana don't often lose re-election bids, but riding a progressive wave of criminal justice reform, Susan Hutson catapulted herself from 11 years as the city's independent police monitor into the sheriff's office. Her main job is overseeing the city's 1,438-bed jail, the Orleans Justice Center. Visiting a church right after her surprise election victory, she says there was a poignant moment that put her win into perspective.
And the pastor pointed to some little girls, some little African-American girls there and said, you know, this woman is the first African-American woman to be sheriff in the entire state. And because she did that, you can do that. And they were all like, oh, so it was, that's where it really hit home.
The sheriff's campaign was low-key, but at times bitter, especially for a race that didn't include many policy differences. But there was one big one, the plan to build a separate facility known as Phase 3 to house inmates with mental illness. Gusman supports it, Hutson opposes it. But she has an uphill battle. The construction has been ordered by the federal judge overseeing the 2012 consent decree to improve jail conditions. She says a new $50 million building is too costly, especially for a cash-strapped city, when a wing of the existing jail can be retrofitted for the same purpose at a lower cost.
I'm going to follow the court's order, but there's also a legal process to try and reverse that order. And so that's what we're going to do, continue to work to not build Phase 3.
Hutson has spent the past 5 months working with a transition team and listening to the community. What hasn't gone as smoothly, she said, is cooperation from outgoing Sheriff Marlon Gusman.
We've had some cooperation from the sheriff, and at times we have not. But nothing is going to stop us, nothing. So I just have to wait a little longer to find out all the information that I need.
Because of the not always great cooperation, Hutson says she will be meeting some of her top jailers for the first time when she shows up for work.
I mean, was that something that was denied to you, the opportunity to meet these wardens?
I was not able to meet people that are employed there, like at the jail, so I could go watch them. No, that wasn't a part of the cooperation process.
While Hutson says she will take time to assess the command staff she is inheriting, she already named members of her executive team. One raised some eyebrows. Her deputy sheriff for information and technology is Kristen Morales, who was fired last year from the New Orleans Inspector General's office for giving office property, a cell phone, to a private individual.
Why would you bring on somebody with that bit of baggage?
There's two sides to every story, and I'm hired her because she has the skill set and the excellence in her work.
Hutson says she will run her office the way she ran her campaign, listening to the public and being transparent. On a private note, she says she will draw strength from her family, who will be here for her historic moment.
You know, my mother came here to live with me in 2016, and she died here in New Orleans. So she's not here with us. She's here in spirit, but my dad will be here. My brother will be here. My 3 sisters will be here. We'll be here together. And I know she's going to be, you know, with us, you know, in spirit.
Mike Perlstein, Eyewitness News.
We reached out to Gusman and his transition chief. They sharply disputed Hutson's claim that the sheriff was less than fully cooperative. They said Gusman gave Hutson his cell phone number and told her to reach out at any time, but that she rarely did. Again, Susan Hutson will be sworn in as the New Orleans sheriff on Monday.